I made a fake one.
Is Power Rangers a priority for Hasbro? Is Hasbro losing faith with Power Rangers? We are going to talk about all of that and more today. Yesterday, Hasbro had its 2023 investor call, and they went over all of the numbers for quarter 4 and all of 2022, and as a whole, in quarter 4, they were down 17%. And when you look at 2022 in its entirety, they are down 9%. And when a company is losing some steam, they are always gonna try to mix some things up, man. And there are a lot of things that we can talk about. So first of all, I wanna look at this fourth quarter and full year brand portfolio performance. Now, when you look over here to the right, you see franchise brands, partner brands, Hasbro Gaming, emerging brands, and TV, film, and entertainment. Those bottom two are geared towards Power Rangers. Power Rangers is an emerging brand. Now let's look at the franchise brands. It looks like Magic, Play-Doh, and Peppa Pig are up 40% in quarter 4. And it is nice to see, unlike Saban, Hasbro has a lot of other products, figures, and shows that are selling to keep the brand afloat. Then they have their partner brands, full year growth in Hasbro products for Marvel, Star Wars, and Fortnite. Now, these they do not own, obviously, the Marvel, Star Wars, and Fortnite, but to keep these licenses, they have to push out a high volume amount of figures each year to keep those licenses, man, because Marvel, Star Wars, and Fortnite, they want those figures to keep going. It looks like Hasbro Gaming is down, and the emerging brands, including Power Rangers and G.I. Joe, grew for the year, but they were offset by declines across the portfolio in both periods. Now, we're going to get more into that in just a second, but we'll touch on the TV, film, entertainment. There was a decrease driven by fewer film deliveries and the timing of the deliveries. Now, I will have to say that everything's changing right now. The way that we stream, for a long time, Netflix had the binge method. Well, now they're kind of changing it up because Disney Plus and Hulu are doing weekly, and it's smart because then you can keep your audience engaged for a longer period of time. Now, I know some of the fans are asking, if Power Rangers grew for the full year and made money, why were they offset by declines? What exactly happened? Let's go over to our friends at Ranger Board, and they covered this whole thing. Make sure you go check out their website. They are one of the best out there. They're always covering everything Power Rangers, and it's just a good time to go check out what everyone's saying. Ranger Board reported that there were impairments and charges at the end of the fourth quarter, and the related charges incurred as a result of the company's focus investment strategy on fewer, bigger brands. This resulted in a partial impairment to Power Rangers in selling, distribution, and administration, and incurred incremental asset changes related to product cancellations consisting of inventory and asset write-offs. Now, I know a lot of fans out there are like, what in the heck are they saying? Well, first of all, we need to look up what is an impairment. An impairment describes a reduction in the value of a company asset. So it reflects a decline in the quality, quantity, or market value of the asset, meaning that they did some things behind the scenes that kind of messed with Power Rangers' value a little bit, but they said that they were changing up their strategy for fewer, bigger brands. So some things they did eat, and they also said this included an impairment for Power Rangers. The impairment was triggered by our focused strategic approach to prioritize other brands in film development in the near term. Power Rangers continues to generate value and is an important part of our brand portfolio. Power Rangers revenue grew last year. It's celebrating its 30th anniversary with a new scripted special on Netflix, the third season of Dino Fury, and continued development on young adult scripted series with Jonathan Entwistle and Jenny Klein. So it is sounding like they had some other things that were coming out and they canceled them. And now they're saying an adult scripted series, but I thought we were getting a movie first. I thought there was talk. So it sounds like that movie that they were working on or whatever, that thing got completely canceled. And there were things that they put money into that aren't going to come out now. This happens all of the time with bigger production companies. It just usually doesn't happen for Power Rangers. There have been things in the past, like Disney was trying to come out with like an SPD type animated series that never came out. But yes, guys, there are things that get canceled and they are taking a different approach. They're losing money and they're taking less risks right now. But the one thing I want to highlight is Power Rangers continues to generate value and is an important brand of our portfolio, meaning that they're still making money. There are fans that are still crazy about this and will support and appreciate the figures, shows, the merchandise, all of that good stuff. And Power Rangers revenue grew last year, meaning that the fans are putting in money. They are definitely financing this brand. However, the reason why they lost a little bit of money is because Hasbro themselves changed some things up. And I know that G.I. Joe is probably experiencing more difficulties than Power Rangers because they had the movie that came out, Snake Eyes, and it pretty much flopped. And you can bet your ass that they had other things lined up after Snake Eyes that probably aren't going to happen. Power Rangers is going to be fine. It doesn't sound like they're cutting off Power Rangers by the head or anything like that, but it does pose the question, is Power Rangers a top priority for Hasbro? I believe that the people working on this and the people creating the shows and the people creating the figures and the Megazords and all that stuff, they love their job and they're so passionate. They are 100% committed, but to say that the top priority to Hasbro is Power Rangers when they have so many other awesome products and brands that are making them money, man, they have Peppa Pig, they have Nerf, they have Transformers, Dungeons and Dragons is even bigger than ever, and they have the movie coming out. Like I said, they have the Marvel and Fortnite and Star Wars lines that they have to push out. Magic the Gathering is making them hella money, so is Play-Doh. There's a lot of brands and things that they are more invested in because they are making them more money. Now, if Power Rangers was making as much money as all of the other brands, they probably would have felt good enough to go ahead on that project and greenlight it. We don't know exactly what happened, and we probably won't know for years what really happens behind the scenes, but it also makes a lot of sense as to why everything's been so quiet. They kind of restructured and changed a lot of things behind the scenes, and it affected Power Rangers also. But I believe that we're not in the worst spot. We're with a company that has a lot of really good brands, and the fans are still supporting it. They're still doing fun stuff, but Transformers is getting way more. The Star Wars and Marvel lines are getting way more figures. We understand it, but eventually they are going to give the Power Ranger fans something big. We know Jonathan Entwistle's working on something, but it's been so quiet. So I am definitely not losing hope or anything like that, but I'm being more realistic. If you look at the top brands of Hasbro that are making them money, you have to double down on that, and then now we're making money again, and let's put that into Power Rangers and get this going. You have to remember, if the brand as a whole is doing bad, Power Rangers is doing bad. So let's get the company back up. Let's keep supporting Power Rangers. They know that Power Rangers is big for them. They know that it is still a growing brand and it's generating value. Obviously, they paid all that money for Power Rangers. They haven't even been able to sink their teeth in. but it is not the #1 brand yet. That's why they call it an emerging brand, because it's on the rise. They're making money, but something they did behind the scenes with the cancellations, something kind of put them in the hole for this year. But you know what? 2023 is a new year. What if this project was supposed to come out this year? This thing that got canceled was supposed to be the original 30th anniversary special or something to tie in, and that's maybe what they were trying to put together in 2020 when we found out about this whole project. What if that's what they put a bunch of money and time into, and that never came about? So they put more money into giving us two separate projects with Cosmic Fury and with Once and Always, and then that obviously costed a lot more money. And we know that they're filming in that new studio over there in New Zealand. We know that they have the sets still up. There are things that they're still trying to do. So I do believe that there was something that they were planning. It got canceled, and they spent even more money to catch up so they could still have something to put out. That is just my thoughts as to why possibly we could have gotten Cosmic Fury and Once and Always. I could be totally wrong. I do love the investor calls because I own 4 businesses, but I also am in love with the brand of Power Rangers and pay attention to Power Rangers and the other brands with Hasbro. And it's fun to kind of go through this stuff and decipher and see what they're really talking about. Some of it makes sense, some of it does not make sense to me, but there are a lot of things that if you do a little bit of research, you can put the dots together, and we have amazing people on the internet. But what are your guys' thoughts? Is Power Rangers a priority for Hasbro? Is it still important to them? Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members: Anime King Nick, Chaos Draco, the Arctic Operator, Thomas Franco, Willie Maloney, Tim Rage, and Let's Talk Sports. Thank you guys for your support, and if you want video shoutouts just like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this content, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. You can also become a member. Please join the fan club support team right now. We have a Blue Ranger power-up and a Gold Ranger power-up. This is an awesome way to talk with the fans. Join a fan club official chat group. You can also be featured in our videos. At the end of the videos, I will shout you out. That's if you get the Gold Ranger power-up membership. Go check it out. Go support the fan club. We love you guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.